Main opposition MDC alliance leader Nelson Chamisa has laid down what his alternative government would do to make sure the country cuts greenhouse gas emissions to net zero by 2050, as per international standards. The United Nations Climate Change Conference, COP26, the 26th conference of the parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC, started on the 1st of November and will run until the 12th in Glasgow, Scotland. The conference will analyze key issues facing all industries as countries accelerate towards the goals of the Paris Agreement. President Emerson Mnangagwa arrived in Scotland on Sunday and is expected to interface with 197 heads of state and government and other high-level dignitaries to discuss measures aimed at mitigating the effects of climate change. His biggest rival at home, Chamisa, welcomed the landmark conference. He added that it would have come before 2019, when Cyclone Idai struck Zimbabwe, affecting 270,000 people. The storm and subsequent flooding and landslides that was directly linked to climate change left 340 people dead and many others missing. Agriculture, schools and infrastructure all suffered heavy impacts. Many people lost their homes. Chimanimani and Chipinge districts in Manicaland province, some 413.2 kilometers from capital Harare, were hardest hit. COP26, the 26th conference of the parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, UNFCCC, kickstarts today 1 until 12 November 2021 in Glasgow, United Kingdom, Chamisa said. For Zimbabwe, this landmark conference could not have come at a more appropriate time. In recent years, our beloved country has been ravaged by several catastrophes directly linked to climate change, including Cyclone Idai, which in 2019 claimed about lives in Zimbabwe. For Zimbabwe, this landmark conference could not have come at a more appropriate time. In recent years, our beloved country has been ravaged by several catastrophes directly linked to climate change, including Cyclone Idai, which in 2019 claimed about lives in Zimbabwe. Chamisa added that there is a need for the world's wealthiest countries to fund poor nations in promoting the reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. At COP26, we expect serious and binding commitments by the world's wealthiest countries towards reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. Rich countries contribute the most to the precarious state of the world's climate. As such, responsibility for the crises must fall where it must. At a minimum, we expect significant contributions to investment funds earmarked for less developed countries, like Zimbabwe, to access the green finance required to build resilience and adapt to climate change, he said. Chamisa added, as the next government, our climate change policy is clear. Whilst the journey to net zero by 2050 appears daunting, it represents a unique opportunity for Zimbabwe to create new jobs in new industries like renewable energy, electric vehicles, smart farming.